Howdy everybody. So right now, just getting my day started. It is 11 o'clock and I am sitting in my mom's car warming it up because I am fixing to leave to go to a couple different stores. So in regards to Chewy's car, I stayed up to about 12:30, 1 o'clock last night, and I pretty much buttoned up everything I needed to make the car near 100% other than the exhaust being connected to the header, and I didn't put any coolant in. I got his cable to hydro conversion working. It was a bracket he made using a stock DC master and reservoir, and he's using a KTUNED slave. Now the JBTUNED clutch line was too short. It was 40 inches standard, and we needed somewhere about 45, and Chewy had to go get one made in 50, which you know, that's why it was the last part of the video. Finally got it all buttoned up and working, so that's good. But the car has to leave the driveway. The car has been here a week too long, and it's unfortunate the motor came to me messed up, but I think we're not gonna jump the gun here, obviously. We're gonna pull it out, we're gonna do the tensioner. It's cheap, retime it, do the compression then and there, and if it turns out good, the motor goes back in. If it doesn't, then he has two choices. If it has a bent valve, he can put the K20A2 head on it and make a Frankenstein. And option number two, the junkyard has been getting a lot of Accords and Elements in the yard, and they are K24s. So if it came down to it, we'll go grab another K24. It's not a big deal, it's not that expensive, and try to swap it in a matter of time, because we do have the 30-day warranty, and if the motor doesn't turn on, then we can always go and exchange it or get money back. Right now I'm going to Sims Metal. I'm looking for 6061 1/4-inch thick aluminum, 7 by 10 inch wide or so. I'm gonna be headed to Kel's house a little bit later to drop off the material for him to make me a fill cap to replace my plastic one on the CRX, because it's deteriorated and broken in like 100 pieces, and making one out of aluminum will definitely be more durable and get the car more prepped for track. I also got to go to Costco, get some cat food, and then I got to go to O'Reilly's, get some rotors and pads for the CRX, because my car is an SI, but for some reason it has HF rotors, and 3/4 of the pad is on the rotor and the other quarter is not, because the SI DX has the same size rotor, but I believe the HF is smaller. It's literally the same size as my rear rotor, which is not correct. So I got to do my brakes and then do oil change, spark plugs, get the car ready for track this weekend, and shit, man, let's get going. All right, so this is a giant sheet of 0.25, and it's kind of big. The employees can't be cutting it right now because it's raining outside and they don't want to get electrocuted with the plasma. So I was telling Kel, the 0.26, it's a hair, just a hair bigger, right? That's 2.6, and then 25 is like a hair, and it doesn't even go on. But just to save cost wise, these are $2 a pound. I'm probably just gonna get 2 of these sheets. It'll save us from cutting this at his house, and save costs as well too. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back, grab 2 of these cleaner ones right here, and get on out of here. My mom went to Costco to get the 60 can cat food. I got the 30-pound dry. Got some oil, got some drinks. Off to O'Reilly's. Got my pads, got my rotors. Now I just got their standard pads, but usually I run Ray Bestos or Hawk HP Plus, but track is 2 days away, and I'm just gonna use these pads for now until I can order some pads and get them in later. What up, guys? So we're here at Kel's house. He just got home and he's setting up his, what machine is that?
CNC router?
It's a CNC router. It's a small one, but it does do the job. And we're here now. I got the materials from Sims Metal for him. He's gonna be cutting out a new fill neck plate before welding on the fill cap right here to replace the one that's broken in my car, which is plastic. This is gonna be aluminum. The material is gonna be pretty thick, so I should have no problems with it. And just give you guys a quick little look here on what Kel does actually, and check out his what is this, your straight up handmade intercooler. He has his little half radiator. He does everything from like charge pipes to hot parts. You know what I mean? He's got manifolds and all his machineries. But I'm I'm gonna set you guys up on a time lapse and show you this machine in action, cutting out the base plate for the new fill neck, and we'll show how it looks when it's all done. Yo, this is the first piece he just cut on the CNC router, and this is the part that goes on the fuel cell like that. And then my fill neck, the same one that I use on the H22 fuel cell, is 2.5 inner, and he's going to weld that directly on here. Right now he's going to pretty much route the back piece that goes into the tank underneath. It's going to be threaded, and then it's kind of hard to explain, but when I get to doing this, I'll show it to you guys. He's making the other piece that goes inside the tank the size of this gasket. It's going to be in half, so that way we install one side at a time. And he's going to be cutting pretty much the 6-inch with a 4-inch inner hole, and then we're gonna, I don't know if we're clamping them together or doing them separately, but we're going to be drilling them out, punching the guide hole in it, and then, you know, drill the holes out. And the plate that goes inside the tank, we're gonna thread it instead of using a nut, so that way we don't have to try to fit our finger underneath to put the nut in. So he's setting up the other one on the router right now, and I'm gonna put you guys back on that lapse. Hey, what's going on, you guys? So it's a new day. Yesterday we didn't get to finish the fill neck, at least the threaded part of it, so we can bolt it into the fuel cell. Oh, and also welding the fill neck, because Kel had a family dinner he had to go to, and I had to take off. So it's gonna be a close one getting it finished today, because his baby is past due, and I believe he's gonna be at the hospital today. I don't think I'm gonna get it installed today before I take off to Sacramento to my hotel, and you know, get ready for track tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to wing something up with the old fill cap that I purchased before this new one we're making. I'll show you that when I get into the garage. Right now, I'm gonna turn the car on. I'm gonna move it over there behind the wagon. I'm gonna do the front brakes, rotor, brake pads. I'm gonna do an oil change, and I'm gonna change spark plugs at track, so that way they're nice and fresh for the pass. We're gonna meet up with everybody else here. We're gonna be taking off in a couple hours. Everybody's gonna be double checking their cars. I believe my cousin might be driving his car as well too. We originally intended to tow his car just to have an extra trailer out there, but everywhere is booked. So he's on his way here, about 30 minutes out, and shit, let's start prepping. It's been about a week and a half since I've driven this car, and damn it. And it's just been smelling like fuel all crazy and shit. That's why I haven't driven it, but hopefully we can figure it out today. Texting me while I'm vlogging. What the hell? It definitely poured yesterday, and I think that's coming from the sunroof. It's not coming from anywhere in the firewall, but this side is all nice and dry. Passenger footwell always gets wet. I don't know what it is, but damn it. Check out this lid. Cracked in a lot of places. Look at this. Yo, this thing right here, it's so hard to open to fill my gas up. I've cut in my hand like right there before, and damn, I got so many cuts on my hand. But anyways, yeah, this thing is so hard to like take off just to fill my damn tank. Like, it's, you can see it's lifting everything else. That's how messed up it is. 2 or 3 pieces has already fallen into the tank, and I'm worried that if it gets past the anti-slosh material inside, it might clog up my line, and that's no bueno. So I gotta come up with something with this today, but I'm gonna leave this towards the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because right now I gotta take care of my brakes. I don't know if you can tell right here that the rotor is really small. So I got the correct SI rotor. I'm definitely sure that this is an SI knuckle spindle, and it has the SI caliper. There's a good sized gap between the top of the rotor to the caliper, and that's supposed to be filled up with the rotor, and hopefully my new one fits, and we can have better braking power. Because every other time I made hits in this car, it smelled like it was the clutch, but I know definitely it was the brakes because I was braking super hard. Definitely need more braking power. So everybody's starting to show up. I got to get down to work. Let's get to it. You guys need to take it to PFI, bro. Take it to PFI, bro. You need a new tuner, bro. You guys are so hilarious in the fucking comment section, really. PFI Brent is a great tuner, don't get me wrong, but he's in Colorado. I am 1,200 miles away. You know what I mean? My tuner is great. This car has been running great for like 2 weeks now, or I don't even know how long, but since the dyno video, this car has been running great. A few little hiccups, but that's what I mean by getting your car prepped weeks before track, so all the little bugs can pop up and we can fix it in the meantime before track. Track is tomorrow, and the car seems to be running 100% as of right now. And you know what I mean? Shout out to Brent. You are a great tuner, bro, but it'll be kind of tough for us to try to get tuned by you because you're so far away. Finding a dyno out here to rent and having you remote in and tune from Colorado, it's a lot of hassle to it. So if we're ever in Colorado, man, hey, I'll let you tune whatever car I bring out there. Even if it's my mom's van, I'll let you tune that too, honestly. But guys, chill out about the tuner thing. Alright guys, so before I get started on the other side, I want to show you guys the difference. So, I don't know if you can tell by me standing over this one is a lot smaller than that one. Obviously, this one fits perfectly because I am done with this side. Oh, look at that. We got some new rotors and pads. These are just some standard brake best from O'Reilly's. Now, I'm not changing my fluid. It's partially new because I did brand new brakes all around when I did the all-wheel drive. But I'm not changing out my fluids until I get better pads. This is just for the weekend and until I can afford new pads. We'll take care of that later. But this is the difference. And you can see, obviously, where the rotor was chewing on the brake pad. Yeah. Yeah, this is why I changed it out. The display is 16.0 on the computer, but on the gauge it's 14.3.
So it might just be off a little bit. Let me make some adjustments.
Okay.
Hold on. I had to grab my keys from my house.
All the way from Hawaii. Got my tuner Jeremy right here on the phone. Also logged in on Team Viewer, tweaking Daniel's car a little bit. This car was supposed to be going to the track today on the trailer, but every trailer is rented out, so we're going to be driving it. Jeremy's going over the map to make sure everything is good, make sure everything's drivable, and then we're going to be heading out once everybody gets here, and everybody's still freaking late. Hey bro, Jeremy.
Yo.
Everybody says I need a new tuner.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean the car runs great, so I guess I'm gonna have to get a new tuner. I think for every time a car we bring to you runs great, we have to get a new tuner.
You know, because nothing mechanically ever happens to anybody's setups. It's always the tuner's fault.
It's always the tuner's fault, right? All the YouTube certified tuners and shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make a trip out there to you soon, man. We've been fixing to make a trip out there for a while now.
Brian over here and see his hat.
Yeah, I'll probably get to see it finally in person, not through photos on Facebook, right? Alright guys, so I finished the oil on the car, did both brakes, broke it in a little bit. Brakes are grabbing fine. Paco showed up Kerry showed up as well too, but he went back home to grab his stuff and his slicks, and he's gonna be meeting us here. And we're just waiting for Alex before we head to Sacramento. But I just aired up all the slicks. Now I'm not gonna be running slicks anymore, obviously, because I'm 4-wheel drive. But I got the VMSs on 23 by 815, and these are going to be going on my cousin's car over there. I'm going to let Kerry use my bow guards. These are 24.5 by 8.5 13s, and I'm going to be letting him use the rear skinny as well too, because you know we're trying to get that Grandpa Ford to go 11.9, and you know, whatever we can shave weight on going down the track, we're going to do it. Kerry makes more power than my cousin's car, so I'm going to let him spin the 24s. My cousin's going to spin the 23s. I'm on street tires. Alex got 23s. Kerry's gonna bring his 22s to have a spare. Maybe my buddy Victor's gonna use them because he's gonna be bringing out his KEG on 205 street tires. So I'd rather give him some slicks because anything helps. So right now, my cousin's car is ready to go pretty much, but his downpipe has a little leak from the V-band, and we're gonna try to button it up a little bit and get the exhaust leak to go away. All right, guys. So this is the original fill neck that I got for the CRX fuel cell a long time ago, but this is a small 12 bolt, so it's like an inch shorter. And what I'm trying to do is I'm using this flat stock right here. This is a 1/8 inch. This right here is about the same size, so I think it should be okay. So this is 1/8 inch. So what we're doing here is we're measuring 6 inches right from the center hole, and then we're gonna cut out this plate right here, and then we're gonna cut the center out with 3 1/4 because that's the size of this this taper right here. And what I'm doing with this right here is I'm gonna bolt it to the large 12 on the fuel cell, right? Bolt it up, 12 bolts, and then with the 3 1/4 in the middle, it's gonna let this guy sit on top of that, and then we're gonna bolt these 12 onto that plate, so that way this small one would work on the wider hole. Now we're not gonna be running 12 bolts, we're running 24 this time around, just so we can get this to the track, past tech, hopefully. And hopefully when I come back, we should have the other one done. So we're gonna cut all this out right now. I'm not gonna show you this process because it's gonna take some time. I need all the time on this because we gotta go. Alex showed up, his hatch is right there. He's helping me right now, and let's get it done. This shit literally, like, literally just disintegrated. I was gonna start taking off these bolts and nuts, and well, kind of don't have to. Well, I still kind of do, but you guys see how bad this shit is? Literally just broke off. Look at that. Oh my god. Anyways, I gotta go ahead and get this shit done. Alex already cut the hole out. We just gotta measure where all the hole for the gasket is, and then drill them all out, and then install this. Look at that leaf in there. Squad. Like people started running, jumping. Squad. 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 Hey. Everybody got the memo. Alex just got his gear, or actually you're gonna get your gear when we get to the hotel. Sorry about that. But this is what we're coming up with. No worries. So he's tracing out the second hole, and then once he get that all down, I'm gonna cut this piece out so I can get this squared up inside the car with the gasket. And then once he finishes that, we'll get this squared up inside the car, and man, we gotta get rolling. The next clip, if you guys see us at the hotel, that means we finished it, and we'll continue there.
Let me try it. If we can't, just use my phone down.
Hey Kerry, I'm gonna have to
oh, come on.
no, I might have to send you those eBay top hats so you can get rid of those extra grommets and shit. Oh my god, Kerry, what in the world is that?
No, doesn't work.
So we had an issue with Kerry's car. He had exited behind us, and his Hunter-Tune injectors, you know, when you buy these injectors, you have to buy the aluminum top hat or double up the grommet. So we have extra grommets on 2, 3, and 4, but 1 we lost it at the last dyno, so we had O-rings on it. When he was driving, I guess O-ring number 2 on the head failed and literally dunked all his gas out while he was driving, and then he finally pulled over. And then we came over here. Lucky for us, Alex over there had a couple injectors in his door panel, and we had some O-rings, so we were able to re-O-ring the injector number 2, and then injector number 1 extra grommet tore up, so we had a lot of fuel leak. And again, thanks to Alex, he had a bunch of O-rings sitting around, some universal sizes, and I used those as a grommet. I don't know if you can see it. The O-ring is right there in the injector seat. And now we have no leaks, but we have no gas, and we got a pump with all the cops over there on the other side. So we got everybody blocking. We're gonna put some gas in, get on out of here, and we're about 45 minutes out from our exit. So as soon as we get back on the freeway, we're jamming. Guys, we made it. It's about 12:30, and we got everything inside of our hotel. Man, this place right here, stingy ass people, man. We got to get parking permits, and we asked for 5, and she was like, we already gave you 4, and she's getting all pissy and shit. But my cousin, he took off to go find some food. It's 12:30. I don't know what's open right now, but all of us hasn't eaten all day. I don't know. I'm gonna find the entrance. I'm gonna get inside. I'm not sure what's in store for the rest of the night, but we got a long day tomorrow.
6 in the morning.
He's like, 40 tacos, you fucking serious?
Yee. This right here is the ultimate breakfast sandwich.
One of them is spicy chicken.
Got a bunch of food.
This bulldog.
I think we're just gonna grub, go to sleep. Guys, it's like 1 in the morning right now. So we're just gonna fill our little tummies, jump into bed, and try to get up early tomorrow and head to the track. Try to be first in that line so we can get this specific spot that we're trying to get to fit all of our cars and to be on the track side instead of being way back at the ticket booth. So I think that's pretty much just gonna be it for this video, guys. Definitely stick around for the track video because that's tomorrow for us. That'll be in a couple days for you. So hope you guys enjoyed this one right here, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.